Hello everyone, I'm so sorry I couldn't be with you live and in person tonight for our open house, but I am with you in spirit and I'm here with you virtually, and I just want to give a huge warm welcome to everyone, both new members and those of you who are returning with us for years and years. I've been working with some of you, I think, since 2002. When I started coaching for SVTC. Most of you know that I coached from 2002 to 2007 and then took a little bit of a break and then came back in 2014. So I think this is now going on the 5th season in my second round with Silicon Valley Triathlon Club, because I love you guys and I love this club. There's no better club in the Bay Area. There's no better club actually in the nation. Oh wait, in the world than SVTC. But enough of that. You want to hear about the track program. So I want to give you just a little bit of an introduction about that. Right now we are meeting at Foothill College on Tuesday nights at 6:30. And so we meet at Foothill College through the winter. And then as we move into spring, we start alternating our workouts between Graham Middle School in Mountain View and Rancho, the park. Over, I guess that's Cupertino. So we like to switch up the workouts, be on the track for 1 week, and then get out in the field, so to speak, so that you get some more race type simulation workouts in the park. So again, welcome to the track program. And our season, as our other coaches have probably explained, or if they haven't explained already, is split into 2 seasons. So we have season 1 and season 2. Season 1 starts now and ends, actually starts at the end of January and ends in June. And then we start up again for our second season, which then will end in September. So I recommend personally that you pick one of those seasons as your primary season and one as your secondary season. And your primary season will include your A races, and ideally those races are going to be grouped within an 8-week period of each other. Bernardo has done a fantastic job of, and as well as Gary, of developing out some really great training programs for new to the sport and for those of you who are doing the Olympic and half Ironman distances. Your secondary season should really consist of your B or C races. These are sort of like your fun runs, your cycling tours, your, any event that is a low priority in terms of performance for you. However, I will say that attending track workouts throughout the year is highly recommended and encouraged, even if you aren't racing. So please do come. Everybody who comes and is consistent at track workouts does find that they have amazing results in the end in their races. So I get lots of feedback from people who are consistent with track workouts with improved performances. So our track workouts accommodate everybody from new to the sport, if you've never been on a track before, never done track workouts, to those of you who are seasoned runners and triathletes and have been training for, a decade or more. Track workouts also accommodate long distance athletes, those of you who are preparing for half marathon, half Ironman or Ironman triathlons. And we also accommodate short distance athletes, anyone preparing for Olympic distance or sprint distance triathlons, as well as 5Ks, 10Ks, that sort of things. When you're out at the track, we also split everybody up into 6 levels. We have group 1, which are those people who run under a 6-minute mile for our benchmark tests. Group 2 is people who run between 6 and 7-minute miles for our benchmark test. Group 3 is those who run between 7 and 8-minute miles. Group 4, 8 to 9-minute miles. Group 5, 9 to 10-minute miles. And Group 6, over 10-minute miles. So as you can see, we really accommodate all levels, and we'd like to get you running with those people who are at your same level of ability. And these levels are determined by our benchmark testing, which will be done the last week of this month. January will be our first benchmark test. So I recommend that you come to our workouts before our benchmark test and sort of get warmed and get into the groove a little bit with the workouts. So we are going to start out our workouts with our foundation and base training, and the purpose of this is really just to ease your body back into structured training, which maybe you've been off for a month or two, or maybe some of you are just brand new. So this first phase of training really eases your body back into structured training. We work on improving your fundamental skills and improving your running economy and rebuilding your cardiorespiratory fitness. And once we do that, we then move into our early quality training. And in this phase of training, we're really preparing for higher intensity training. So we focus on improving your mechanics at higher speeds, and we start introducing some of those faster workouts, which will take us then into what we call transition quality training. And this is really the most demanding phase of the training that you'll have out on the track. We do longer threshold intervals at faster than our race pace, and oftentimes our workouts will simulate upcoming races, and that's what going to Rancho is all about, is getting out in a park where the terrain simulates some of your upcoming races. And then finally, we go into what we call final quality training, and that final quality training is really your peak training, your race training. And workouts during that phase are gonna be workouts that will have you really showing up at your races with a lot of confidence and a feeling of energy and excitement, not fatigue. We don't want fatigue. And really, we are working on primary threshold workouts with some interval and repetition workouts. So if none of that makes sense to you, don't worry about it, because we explain it all when we're out at the track. So I do hope to see you out at the track. It's a wonderful group out there, and I just love coaching our group of people. We just have such an amazing we have an amazing coaching staff, but we just have amazing members as well. So last thing before I go, and I say this every year, I say this all the time at the beginning of the year to people, how you show up for your training and racing is a reflection of how you show up in the rest of your life. So if you're showing up to your training and racing complaining, or taking breaks here and there, that's probably what you're doing somewhere else in your life as well. So this, to me, triathlon, running, swimming, cycling is really a doorway into not just healthy and healthy living and being fit. It's really a doorway into the rest of your life. It's a doorway into who you are as a person. You can find out a lot about yourself through your training and your racing. And I am so delighted to be here with you all virtually, even though I couldn't be live. And I do look forward to seeing you all out at the track this coming Tuesday. Bye for now.